All right, folks. How is everyone doing out there? Yeah, it's a little humid, but at least it's not as bad as you think it is up here in northern New Jersey. So, um, how is everyone doing out there on this Sunday afternoon? And I want to be able to showcase some more of my artwork some more of my art projects that I have been well that I have made in the past. So um, yeah, I just want to take this moment to showcase what I have made in the past. Well, more of my art that I have made in the past. So let's see here. Go to the okay. So let's see here. Keep current selection. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right. Uh, First one I want to show is, as you can tell, hold on. Yeah, this is a spider, but that spider has one eye. So, yeah, well, you can say an eye for an eye, but this spider sure has one eye though. So, yeah, I think I painted it either last summer or last fall, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, this is a one-eyed spider. Yeah, you can tell it has 6 legs because I think most spiders have 6 legs. So, yeah, this is a painting of a one-eyed spider I made. So, and also, folks, in case you're tuning in, oh, let me move this chair out of the way so I can get a better view. Yeah, you can tell this spider has one eye though. So, ooh, I got a viewer. Goody, good. Oh, nuts! And then now it goes down to 0. So, you can really tell that spider has one eye, and also that's just my finger that is holding on to the art piece. And before I wanted to tell you folks that Thursday evening, July 31st at 8 p.m., I will be doing another live stream where I will be unveiling my upcoming photography project. So, yeah, I'm going to be establishing my new photography project on Thursday evening, July 31st at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Because I'm such a good photographer, but I've never had the encouragement to print out photos. So, yeah, well, sorry. Oh, okay. So, look, I got 6 viewers already. Nice. Yeah, like I said, on July 31st at 8 p.m., I'm going to unveil my new establishment for my photography. I bet you all can't wait. Oh, and also, I want to show you that this is the one-eyed spider painting I made. You can tell that spider has one eye, almost like Mike from Monsters, Inc. Yeah, almost like Mike from Monsters Incorporated. So, as you know, Mike has one eye. He's one of the 2 main characters in Monsters Incorporated. So, yeah, it's a nice piece of art. I have to be honest with all of you that it's a nice piece of art. So, Yeah, I painted it, I think, late last year. Either, in the summer or around the fall. Yeah, it was towards the end of the year that I made that piece. So, if there's any questions, please do not ask me questions that I'm not comfortable asking, okay? Because I will not respond to any of them. So, and I want to be able to move on to the next piece of art that I want to show all. Oh, and folks, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. What's the question? Yeah, okay. Yeah, what's the question that I am about to ask or answer? Sorry about the confusion. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Yeah, sorry about the confusion though. So, yeah. Carson Beard asked me a question on what it is, so let's see what it is. Hold on. I don't think so. That's something the other user commented on. So, okay, so we're gonna move on to sorry. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure how that works. So, let's see here. Screen. Let's see here. We're gonna move on to the next painting I'm about to show all of you. As you may know, this is a grandfather clock. Yeah, I painted it, I think, either last year or earlier this year. Yeah, this is a grandfather clock. As you know, yeah, because you can tell the like that thing in the clock. So yeah, it's a grandfather clock. So, and you know, grandfather clocks are very expensive, but this painting isn't. So, because you know, I sell my paintings at a local thrift shop. So, and I'm thinking about selling some of my work on Etsy one day. So, get it? So, yeah, this is a painting of a grandfather clock that I made. So, yeah, I think I painted it, I think late last year or earlier this year. I'm not sure if I remember correctly when I painted this. Yeah, I have to double check when the time in the time being. So, and also, yeah, sure, I'm very creative. So, I gotta sit down. And now I'm down to one viewer again. So, yeah, I sure have the Bob Ross inside of me. Because, you know, I became like a modern day Bob Ross. So, yeah, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel in case you're, ooh, nice. Got some heart reaction from my video. Oh, now I'm down to 0 viewers. But that could change. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, we're almost 10 minutes into the live stream. So, if there are any more questions, feel free to answer. But not questions that I am not comfortable answering. Okay? Not questions that I am not comfortable answering. So, feel free to do so. if you don't mind, but not questions that I'm not sure if I can answer, or questions where I don't feel comfortable answering. Please don't do that. I might have to make my own list of guidelines one day. And like I said, any abusive comments to my live streams or any of my videos, I will report them immediately. So if there are any hateful or abusive comments to any of my live streams, I will single-handedly report any abusive or hurtful comments to my videos. So, hi, how are you? So please, no hurtful comments onto my live streams. Oh, capiche? All right, capiche it is. So, as you can tell, this is a grandfather. The painting that I made in the green screen, that's a grandfather clock. So, and you know, grandfather clocks are antiques. Well, they can be sold as antiques because, you know, I think they have an antique store a few minutes away from where I live. So, let's see here. We're gonna change the green screen because I want to be able to, let's see here. There. As you may know, this is a painting that is inspired by one of Bob's paintings. Yeah, well, this is one of those paintings that is inspired of one of many of Bob's paintings, because you can tell there's those snowy, even though it's summertime. I want to show you one of my works that are very, very inspired by one of the many of Bob's paintings. You know, Bob Ross. So look, there's mountains with snow on them, and also the trees. And sorry, I didn't put the snow on the trees as well, but I think you can tell there's some snow in the back of the one of the trees, and I mean behind the trees and right across from where the mountains are, and there's snow on the ground because I made that was back, I think, last winter when I made a wintertime themed painting to make one of my paintings, to make it almost like one of many of Bob's paintings. Yeah, one of many of Bob's paintings. You know, Bob Ross, because, you know, Bob Ross actually inspired me to paint back in the day. As you know, I used to watch Bob paint when I was I used to watch Bob paint when I was a lot younger. So you can tell because you know, Bob made a lot of mountains in his paintings. So, and you can tell there's some snow on the painting. So, almost like how Bob does it when Bob did Joy of Painting. So, many kudos to Bob. So, yeah, this is one of my best paintings, well, to date, because I heavily inspired this painting to one of Bob's paintings. Yeah, to one of the many of Bob's paintings. So, yeah, it is heavily inspired, to say the least. And also, folks, I want to be able to get to 1,000 subscribers in any way I can. So please feel free to hit the subscribe button so I can eventually reach that goal of 1K. 1K makes it every day. So, yeah, I think this is one of my best paintings to date. So, okay, we're going to move on now. And this will be the last painting that I'm going to show you for now in today's live stream. As you may know, I made a tree of what it looks like when winter turns into spring. You can see there's some snow left in the middle, and there's some flowers that are starting to bud from the trees. Because I made it. I think last year. To when winter became spring. So. And also, because you can tell that this tree has no leaves, and they have all those buds where they're gonna start growing some leaves on the tree, and because there's some snow left in the middle of the ground right by where that tree is, so. Sorry, I'm just a little itchy right now. So, it is what it is, folks. So, yeah, I made this painting, I think, last year. So, yeah, like I said, Bob Ross was a huge inspiration for me, and he inspired me to paint a long, long time ago. Back when I used to watch Bob on PBS. Back when mostly on Sundays, back when Bob used to air on PBS back in the day. So many of my paintings are almost inspired by Bob's. So are almost inspired by many of the ones that Bob made back in the day. Yeah, just like how Bob made it, like Bob Ross. So, all right, folks, I'm starting to get tired, so, because I talk too much in the live stream, but I'm glad a lot of you enjoyed my paintings that I made in the past, so there'll be more live streams to come, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will eventually reach that goal of 1,000. And I want to show you one of my best paintings I made to date in this. Okay, this is the one that I made, I think either last year, late last year, or earlier this year, if I'm not mistaken correctly, so. All right, folks, I'm going to wrap things up for today. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time, folks. Take care.